and now 42. So that's a lot of points in the paint over the course of 2 games, 18 second chance points. So I guess the good news is that, you play the same team and, like you would in a playoff series, we have a number of places to go to improve. If I walked out of here feeling like we did everything right, I'd be really, really nervous about the game on Sunday, but we still have, places to go that we have to go to be better in order to win, our final home game of the regular season.
You talked about maybe putting Ariel in the starting lineup, and it sounded like it was imminent, and it was kind of imminent.
I thought it was pretty imminent. I said fairly soon. You didn't catch the wink?
Another 20 nights brings kind of space to offense.
Yeah.
Doesn't otherwise have. I mean, you talk about her game and on River, she will, when you start going down and touch your right foot.
Yeah, that was, get her out of the game. Obviously it was right in front of us, so we saw it. But yeah, AP gives us, as you're watching, you can see, such good balance in terms of perimeter play. K-Mac's game is very different than AP's game, and so you need that, that you can play off of each other. K-Mac can space the floor. AP can shoot the three. She can play in pick and roll. She can make plays in pick and roll, which I think she can get even better at. I think what she started to do in the second half. Her and Sil 2-man game, I think is just as was K-Mac and Sil's 2-man games and pin down. I thought they were pretty good with that. But yeah, AP's the name of the game is efficiency, which what I like is that we brought her along when she returned for this reason. Because I thought that when we started the year, we had her playing out of position. She was not in great shape. She was kind of playing hurt, not playing well, not playing very efficiently. And so we were really, really focused on that when she did return, that she was in better shape. And then be able to be efficient, because that's what she was, I thought, for Washington. So I'm really, really pleased with the efficiency. And, as she gets greater attention, can she make plays?
You averaged just under 21 bench points, and now you get 27 tonight while bringing Ariel into the starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Just what did you see that clicked offensively?
Well, they share the ball so well. It's a group that has always, from the beginning of the season, always played well together. They move better than the first group. They have their style, and that's the group. So Bridget and Natalie obviously played together for the Canadian national team. I think Rachel's easy to play with because she makes simple basketball plays. Natalie and Jess can pass, they can move, they can screen, and that's just up their wheelhouse. And so I was really thrilled. One, to get extended minutes, and then for them to be productive in those minutes, because it's much easier to give them the minutes.
And then they kind of fueled that 23-8 run that you ended on in the third quarter. It looked like the ball was touching the paint a lot more, not necessarily to score,
right,
but to kick the ball back out to the perimeter and kind of get the ball flowing. Just, what do you think enabled that, and how do you carry that over into Sunday?
Well, we spread the floor pretty well with that group, and they all can shoot it. And I think Natalie and Jess, Natalie in particular in screen and roll, is problematic because when she catches it, like you said, it's not necessarily always to score. Although she did have a couple of those that she was able to lay in, but she's a good passer. If the defense collapses, you got tough choices to make. So, that's right up Natalie's wheelhouse, and I think Jess is equally as good in that. And I thought Jess's minutes and her also plays. Every day she plays, she gives you those things, and I was really pleased with the second group.
And I'm not sure there's a positive word you haven't used to describe Sylvia Fowles while you coached her. But if you could find a couple more to just describe how she was able to compensate, 9 steals and blocks from her tonight, how she was able to compensate for perimeter defenders getting beat a lot, especially early in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Syl's life is. That's what I always tell her. I mean, the scheme is not for Sil to switch, but she always ends up having to switch because they have some quick guards. And we get blown by, and it's great. It's great comfort to know that Sil's there to in most cases to terminate what the guard's trying to do, and she takes great pride in it. She's ready for it. She knows she's got all different angles that she comes at you on, and does it without fouling. And so that's just such a from a defensive player of the year standpoint. That's what I was saying. Like, she's just so good. You can't make entry passes. Right? What, she have 4 steals? You can't just throw it in on her. You can't just drive by her. So it's just one of those things that, and then is she going to get every rebound? So, I mean, I said this to the team. I'm not ever going to spend a day and not be appreciative of Sylvia Fowles. Ever.
It had to be nice to see both Bridget and Rachel get some shots from behind the line and see them go down.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy for them because I know that they, didn't feel great. When you get open, you don't make shots, and thought they relaxed and, just made easy plays, and they were rhythm shots. And, I won't be too hard on BC that she turned down that 3 ball in front of our bench when nobody was guarding her and then drove it into the paint. And then we get some, not so great shot. Yeah, we're just going to stick with her. It's a player that we continue to be happy with in terms of the fight that BC has in her. She's a good basketball player, and she enjoys coming off the bench. So it's worked out well. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep. No. Shoot around. No, well, they've been kind of having days where they've had it off for a little while.
Okay. So you guys kind of took control of this thing. And the backup group kind of started the charge there. Just talk about how well you guys played together tonight and how good it felt for you and probably for Bridget to see those three starting to fall.
Yeah, I think it was good. We played with pace. I thought we played in transition really well. When we push in transition, we're fun. We just play loose. We get easy shots. And I feel like that's how we kind of got into a flow, is playing off of that transition and some of their missed shots. It's always nice to see some shots go down. I'd love to see a couple more go down. So hopefully Sunday we shoot even better, because we're getting good looks. So it's going to start to fall.
It has to be neat to kind of see AP kind of starting to hit stride a little bit. Coach was saying she had the tough training camp, got hurt early.
Mm-hmm.
They brought her back slowly, and then now 3 20-point games back in the starting lineup. Just as a teammate, what have you seen out of her?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a tough start. I feel like she's just taking that time to get healthy, work on the things that she needed to, get back in shape, all those things. And you're just seeing that now. She's playing comfortable. She's hitting shots. She's being super efficient. So that's been super helpful for us. I mean, she's had some great games.
So Cheryl praised the ball movement, especially with the second unit tonight, and said that it's really become the staple of how you guys have played.
Mm-hmm.
Just with the ball sticking quite a bit in that first half, how were you guys able to break things up and play really well, especially off scripted?
Yeah, I feel like that's just the second group's identity. It's just being able to ball movement, pass, get shots, driving kicks. That's just what we do. And when we do it, you can tell it's really good. But I mean, that also starts on the defensive end. When we get those rebounds that we got out in transition, I think that really started it. We had fun and we're getting easier looks. That always helps.
And then as a guard with players like Sil and Fee and Natalie and Jess doing such a great job of sealing tonight, what does that do not only just for them, but for the rest of the group to kind of open up the offense and make things easy for you, especially as a guard who can shoot the three?
Yeah, it makes everything easier. I mean, they had to double. There's times that they double down on Fee and, of course, on Sil, sometimes triple team. And then they're able to kick it out and we have wide open looks. So I think we're going to continue to get those. I don't know if they're going to change the defensive scheme at all, but I mean, it makes our lives easier. We just got to knock them down, they're wide open. We're getting good looks. It makes our lives a lot easier getting those. So I think we're going to kind of see that again on Sunday. We just got to be able to hit those.
Thank you, Rach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Sorry I ditched you guys last time. That's my bad. I was like, oh, yeah, no, sorry. I have a lot of making up to do. I've been calling someone my favorite every day since. I was like, I'm so sorry.
What do you think was the key tonight to kind of kickstarting the offense and getting you guys into rhythm? It looked like the backup group kind of maybe started that a little bit, and you guys kind of picked up from them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think our bench has been so great all year for us. We didn't start the game exactly how we wanted to on both ends of the floor. AP kind of kept us in, and then the bench came in, the ball got to moving a little bit, and we were just able to get a couple of stops in a row too. Against a team like this who likes to be in the paint. That was what we were trying to do, and then get out in transition. I thought we did a better job of it, maybe in the third quarter, getting out in transition, being who we are. But our bench has been so good for us all year. In that and bringing that energy. We always go up when they come in the game on both ends of the floor. So we count on them for that. We're lucky to have them for that. And they had 27 points tonight. So I mean that's great. That's great for the bench, right? Am I counting right? 18 plus 9, yeah.
And that's with Ariel in the starting line.
And that's with Ariel in the starting lineup, which was obviously her first time this year. And she made the most of it. We know AP is going to be AP. And she carried us, like I said, she carried us in those first couple minutes of the game. It was really efficient in the last 2 games. So we're really happy to have her with us in the starting lineup, and definitely gave us that energy, that spark.
You guys both signed on as free agents during the offseason. People were looking so forward to seeing you guys, and kind of events have kind of conspired to keep you guys not playing a lot together.
Yeah.
Is it kind of neat to see her kind of hitting stride here at this point in the season?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's great for us, somebody else who can get in the paint at will. Her athleticism, her ability to rise up over people and get in the paint, take the contact, get to the free throw line. It opens up everything else for us. Obviously Sel and Feet have such a great grasp in the paint. The rest of us, shooters, passers, things like that. But when AP is able to, bring that energy, bring that competitiveness, that fire, everybody kind of follows suit. It's contagious. And so, that's what we get from her even in practice. We had that, we had glimpses of it, but now to have her at full strength has been great.
After the game, I think I saw you go over, and was it your parents that you took a picture with?
Yeah.
Just what is it like for you to be able to have them here and
man.
experience a game, at Target Center in front of such a great crowd, and to see you play so well? What is that like just mentally and personally for you?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, they've seen me lose so many games here on the other side of it. So to be on this side, before with COVID, they had to sit up, in the other seats. So now to be courtside, they're just so proud of me. And I know that. We all walked in with shirts with my sister on it. The best shooter in the family, Carly. So it's always about family for me. So to have them here, it means everything. I know they have jobs, and I have 2 younger siblings that are still at home. So for them to make that trip out here and spend time with me in this hectic schedule that we have, it always means everything. So yeah, it's definitely cool, and they're always so proud. They walk with their chests out, so it means a lot to me.
Did they get a Kayla cookie?
Yeah, my mom, the mint chocolate chip is something that me and my mom shared together. The ice cream, that's our favorite ice cream of all time. So that was really like the big reason why I chose the mint chocolate chip. So yeah, definitely got her a cookie.
That's awesome. And then you had 7 quick ones there to start the fourth quarter. Which just piggybacked off the great ball movement that we saw, especially from the second unit, to kind of break things open.
Yeah.
Just what do you think changed the most from the last game, where everything just seemed so stagnant and so frustrating, to now just a game like tonight where you guys just break out and explode and look like you're just having so much fun out there?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing with this group is, when we're having fun, when we're flying around on defense, we're moving with the ball and ones, getting out in transition. That's when we're at our best. We're having fun, chest bumping, high five, playing off the crowd. We enjoy playing with each other. We feed off each other's energy, and that's when it's the most fun, and you can feel the energy, and it makes you want to make sure, like, be there for your teammate, on defense and making that extra pass. It's so much fun. So that's just become something that's a part of our identity. We love playing here in Target Center in front of our fans. I think we're so lucky to have what we have here in Mini. So, it's something that's carried us, and I think that there's obviously things that we have to continue to get better at, because we're taking it one game at a time, but we know what our goal is in the long term. So there's things that we're always gonna, have to fix, but we have so much fun throughout the journey, throughout the process. And I think that's just a testament to this team and the people that we have in this team.
Thank you, Kayla.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the night with your family.
Thank you. This is actually their second one, but they'll be at the one on Sunday too. But they go to a lot of the East Coast games too, because from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they go back to Chicago.
I was heard I missed anything possible for it.
Oh man.
I'm gonna post a picture on Instagram. Just double tap.
I think you gave some people a scare there when you slipped down and
Ooh.
grabbed your foot. Everybody was like, "What? No."
I scared myself. I came off that trying to get a handoff. When I planted my feet, Kelsey accidentally stepped on my ankle. But thank goodness for Chuck. He got me taped up pretty good. So just a little hint of pain, but that was it. I was good after that.
You figure you'll be okay going forward.
Yeah. I was like, don't take me out. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, Coach was talking about, how tough it's been for you this year.
Yeah.
Training camp was tough. Working yourself into shape, then boom, you get hurt, and then you come back, and boom, you get hurt. And they brought you back so slowly here when you got back, and finally in the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah.
3 straight 20-point games. We're starting to see kind of what they were getting when they signed you guys in
Yeah.
the offseason. Just talk about how tough it's been for you to kind of go through that process this year.
Yeah.
And how good it feels to finally maybe hitting your stride at the most important part.
Most important part. When I first hurt my hamstring, I was definitely disappointed. But then, working through everything with Chuck, I was relentless in my rehab. And the first game back was LA. I was feeling good. I think I got that off the jump ball. I got that and1 play. And that's when I was, oh, I'm back. Let's go. Excuse me. Oh, I'm back. Let's go. And then, I hurt myself again, my thumb. And in my head, I could say, okay, boo-hoo. Or what is the rehab process? How do I get back to being me? I still want to be, helpful and a part of this team. So it was all about being persistent in my rehab and being resilient. And that's what I am, and that's what I preach. So when I sat down with the doctor and Chuck, and we mapped out the time, excuse me for the long-winded answer, but when we mapped out the time, I realized that I could get back in time for the end of the season. And that still meant a lot to me. So that's what I worked towards. And my girls carried through. They played extremely well the whole time. We went from 0-4 to being in like third, fourth place. So I'm like, when I get back out here, I'm gonna give out everything I have. And that's what I've been doing.
So you've gone for 20 points now in 3 straight games, but it really looks like kind of the wiggle and ball control, getting into your shots has evidently improved the last 3, especially compared to when you first came back.
Yeah.
Just number one, where do you feel now just with the progression and recovery of your thumb?
I feel really good. I was just teasing Chuck right before I came in here. Hey, once I took that splint off, I could shoot better. But honestly, I've been shooting, after shoot around, I shoot after practice every day. I just keep shooting because I know I'm kind of behind everybody, because I had 2 big injuries and been off for so long. I've been off for, the thumb was like, I think 9 weeks, and then the hamstring was like 2, 3. It's a lot of time with no basketball. So I got to catch up. So right now I just feel like where I'm at is just continuing to progress. And like you said in the back, what's your name? I'm sorry. Yeah. Kent. And what Kent said in the back was right. I'm progressing at the right time, and that's what you want to do. You want to continue to get better every time you step on the floor. And I feel like right now I'm getting better. I watched some film with Katie on defense after the Vegas loss, talked to coach, and just tried to use everything they taught me and showed me in the game today. So still got a lot of work to do.
And Cheryl said pregame that somebody of your caliber, especially with what you like to do off the dribble, can take a little bit of time to get used to, especially with you being out for so long. Just how do you feel about your role within the offense? Because Cheryl said that for a lot of the season you've been playing out of position, and now you're finally kind of playing the role that that was imagined for you to play when you signed here.
Oh God, and I was telling the point guards today, I am so thankful for them. When I played a little bit of PG back when we played in New York, I think it was maybe our third game. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how they do this. Thank goodness for them. And like Cheryl said, I'm finally in my natural position. It feels comfortable for me. I was telling Rachel today that she's been doing a good job at commanding our team. We look to her for that when she's in with our squad, and Crystal as well. I look towards that, and our team does. We're coming down looking at them. What are we running? And I think it's a little bit of energy and respect that we give each other. And I'm happy that I'm finally in my position. I like that position more than a point guard spot. I can bring down sometimes, but not the whole game.
And then just after a game with frankly zero off-ball movement on Wednesday, it really looked like everybody was starting to fly around a lot more once you guys were able to successfully get the ball inside. Do you think that that was more of a result of kind of more common rotations that you guys were playing tonight, or just everybody kind of buying into playing better off-scripted basketball?
I think it was everybody buying in. I think we were all kind of upset at our performance in Vegas, offensively and defensively. So today we just really honed in on our opponents, and I know a lot of us made sure we watched film. We even talked about, hey, did you watch it? Holding each other accountable, and we worked the ball around pretty good today. So we just got to keep doing that and build off of today's win, because we do have them in another day, 2 days.
Alrighty, thank you, AP.
All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.